guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be sharing some holiday romance book recommendations. These are going to be lighthearted, rom-com, sweet, cute, cozy romance book recommendations. If you're looking for something that's a little steamy and spicier, this is probably not the video for you, but if you want a little bit more like wholesome rom-com style books, then just keep watching. Some of these are my very favorite books to read around the holiday, winter, Christmas season, so I thought I would pop in and share some with you. All of these are going to be perfect for a Jingle-Bellathon, as there is a holiday romance category. I know this video is coming up a little bit late, but hopefully it will still give you some good recommendations for the readathon, and if not, you can read these anytime in December as well. Some of them are focused on the dating romance aspect throughout the entire book. Some of them have other elements as well, so we're just gonna dive right in. So we have The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I think I read this one 2 years ago and I really enjoyed it. So this is about two identical twins. One is the judge on a very popular reality baking show, and the other owns a small bake shop in a quaint little mountain town. When Charlie, a reality judge, hits her head and loses her ability to taste temporarily, her and her twin sister Cass decide to pull a parent trap and swap places, and Cass is going to come and be the judge on the reality show so that Charlie doesn't lose her job, and Charlie is going to take over the family bakery. And when they do so, there are two love interests that they meet as well. So this has like a lot to do with family, baking, sisterhood bonds, and there's also some fun romance in here as well. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was perfect for the holiday season. Next we have Christmas by Accident by Cameron Wright. This is like a shorter little Christmas rom-com. So Carter is an insurance adjuster whose longing for creative expression spills over sometimes into his accident reports. Abby works for her adoptive father, Uncle Manny, in the family bookstore, the Readmore Cafe. Carter barely tolerates Christmas, but Abby loves it. She can't wait past October to build her favorite display, the annual Christmas book tree stack, which Carter despises. When an automobile accident throws Carter and Abby together, Uncle Manny, who's harboring secrets of his own, sees a chance for lasting happiness for his little niece. This has such a cute, fun premise, and I really enjoyed it. It's also a very quick read. I did it via audio. I think it's only like a 5-hour audiobook, and it's one that I don't really see people talking about it, so I would definitely check it out. Next, we have In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. So this one is kind of like a Groundhog Day situation. This is an adult holiday rom-com. We have Maylee Jones, and she's living with her parents. She hates her nowhere job and has just made a romantic error of epic proportions. But perhaps worst of all, this is the last Christmas that May will spend in her favorite place in the world, the snowy Utah cabin, where she and her family have spent the holidays every year since she was born, along with two other beloved families. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the cabin for the final time, May throws out what she thinks is a simple plea to the universe: please show me what will make me happy. And the next thing she knows, tires screech, metal collides, and everything goes black. But when she awakes, she's on an airplane bound for Utah, where she begins the same holiday all over again. So we have kind of a groundhog situation. We've got romance in here. This one does have a little bit more of like steamy spiciness. This is probably my least favorite one on this list, but it still has a lot of the holiday festive vibes. I just felt like it was a little bit on the long side. It's one that I kind of want to reread though and see how I feel about it now, but I still think this is a good one for the holiday season. Next we have So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andreen. This is a YA holiday rom-com. So Finley Brown returns to her hometown of Christmas, Oklahoma from her boarding school. She expected to find it as she left it. Christmas hasn't changed much in the last 16 years, but instead she returns to find that her best friend is dating her ex-boyfriend, her parents are separated, and her arch nemesis got a job working at her grandmother's inn. She certainly didn't expect to find the boy that she may or may not have tricked into believing that Christmas is an idyllic holiday paradise on her grandmother's doorstep. Basically, she sets up the website for Christmas to kind of get tourists into the area, but she fibbed quite a bit on the website, and things are not as they seem when you actually go to Christmas. So one of her students from boarding school winds up coming there, and he is not happy with what he finds, and so she has to basically host him and I think his grandmother, and it's really cute and unique and fun. It has a really good plot. I really enjoyed this one. Next we have My True Love Gave to Me. This is an anthology of 12 holiday stories. Not all of these are romance centered, but most of them are. This is a YA anthology from authors like Holly Black, David Levithan, Rainbow Rowell, Laini Taylor, Kirsten White, and this is one that I try to reread some stories from every year. I love almost all of them. I especially like Midnights from Rainbow Rowell, which is like a New Year's Friends to Lovers short story. We have The Lady and the Fox by Kelly Link, which is just a really unique kind of fantasy twist on the Snow Queen. We have Krampuslauf, which is kind of like a spooky Krampus gothic style read from Holly Black. And there's just so many other good ones in here, and they all have a totally different vibe. Like some of them are totally fantasy and magical, and then some of them are just contemporary romance. Some of them are literally featuring Santa's daughter, and it's just really, really fun and the perfect anthology for Christmas time. Next, we have The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcello. This is another YA rom-com. So we're following Leela Santos, and she is ready for her last winter break of high school. The snow in her small town of Holly, New York is plentiful, and the mood is as cozy as a fuzzy Christmas sweater. And she's earning extra cash working at the local inn, aka the setting of the greatest film of all time, Holiday by the Lake, while moonlighting as an anonymous book blogger. But her perfect holiday plans crash to a halt when her boss's frustratingly cute nephew, Teddy, becomes her co-worker. Lila is type A, Teddy is type anything but Lila's way, and the two of them can't stop butting heads over tangling icicle lights and messy gift shop merchandise. But when they accidentally switch phones one afternoon, they realize they've both been hiding things from each other. Will their secrets and their unexpected snowstorm bring these rivals together? So we have like a hate to lovers rom-com. I love the book blogging aspect of our main character because she does it in secret. She basically reviews holiday books online anonymously, and it's just really, really fun, really sweet, and really fast paced. Next, we have another YA rom-com. This is actually a full trilogy. I really enjoyed the first and the third book. The second one I didn't love quite as much. It has a little bit more to do with grief, but this is a classic must-read holiday rom-com. So we have Dash, who doesn't love Christmas, Lily, who loves it more than anything. They basically both go to this famous bookstore in New York, and Dash puts this notebook in the bookstore that's basically like a truth or dare scavenger hunt, and when Lily finds it, she has to do the dare and then write something in the notebook and put it back. So they never actually meet, but they're kind of corresponding through this notebook. There's so many festive, fun holiday elements, so much romance. It's so cute. There's actually a really cute Netflix show based on the book that they did a really good job with as well. I love it. I watch it every year, and I enjoy that this was like a full trilogy because you get to follow on their adventures for quite a while, so highly recommend. Then we have The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayless. This is an adult holiday rom-com that I absolutely love. Like, it's so good. So this is set in London, and we're following Kate Turner, who is a designer. She also bakes for her best friend Matt's cafe on the side. So Kate gets signed up for these 12 dates. They're all blind dates, and they are all Christmas themed, and they are so fun, and you have such a fun time trying to figure out which guy she's gonna decide to date. It's kind of like The Bachelor at Christmas time. It's just really, really fun, really sweet and cozy and cute, and I absolutely love this one. Then we have Let It Snow, which is another kind of anthology by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. So this one is 3 different Christmas like rom-com stories, but they all tie together and they're all happening on the same day. So it's set on Christmas Eve, and there's a snowstorm which transforms one small town into a romantic haven. We have a cold and wet hike from a stranded train through the middle of nowhere. Would not normally end up with a delicious kiss from a charming stranger, and no one would think that a trip to Waffle House through 4 feet of snow would lead to a love with an old friend, or that the way back to true love begins with a painfully early morning shift at Starbucks. We're following basically 3 different like couples, their romances, but they all kind of tie together. I don't fully love the book. It's definitely on like the younger side as far as the way the characters talk to each other, and there's like a little bit more drama and things, but it is one that I still kind of enjoy reading every so often around Christmas time. There is a movie. I didn't love the movie. The quality was good, but they really veered off the path of the book. Like, it was very different, but a lot of people really love this one, so I wanted to put it on the list. Then we have 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This is another YA rom-com, and this one is adorable, so cute. It's similar to The 12 Dates of Christmas. We're following Sophie, who gets broken up with right before the Christmas season. She has a very large, very close family with lots of aunts and uncles and cousins. They decide that she's so unlucky in love that they are going to set her up on 10 blind dates. So each family member picks a guy and a different activity, and she has to go on all these different blind dates. Again, most of them are Christmas themed, and they're really like funny and fun. I really like this one because of the family element too. Like, you get this heartwarming, sweet little family, and it's just fun to follow them. There's some things that'll kind of pull at your heartstrings in here. This one isn't fully about the romance. It's also really about family and friendship as well, but I really love this one. And lastly, we have Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle, which might be my favorite one out of all of these. This is a new one to me that I read last year during during Jingle Bellathon. It actually snuck into my top like 12 of the year because I loved it so much. It is such a silly, fun, lovable book. This is an adult holiday rom-com. We're following Betty Hughes, who comes from a life of luxury, flaunting a ridiculous collection of designer shoes and a stealthy addiction to CBD oils. That is until her parents snipped her purse strings. She's been long obsessed with her public image, and Betty boasts an extravagant lifestyle on social media, but in reality she is broke and squatting in Colorado, and her family has no idea. Christmas, with its pressure to meet familial expectations, is looming when a drunk Betty plays a vinyl record of All I Want for Christmas Is You backwards and accidentally conjures Hall, an unexpectedly charming holiday spirit, in the form of a man. Once the shock wears off, Betty knows she stumbles upon the greatest gift, a chance to make all her holiday wishes come true, plus a ready-made fiance. Basically, she summons this Christmas spirit, and he is kind of like Elf. He is like silly and jolly and fun, and he's like, I'm just here to make you happy. Hello, what can I do for you? And he is so adorable, and she makes him pretend to be her fiance while she goes to visit her family, pretend that she is something that she is not to them. Her grandmother's like a famous actress, so they all kind of come from money, and Hall can do magical things. And this book is wild and funny. It's definitely not going to be for everyone because it's really silly, but it's very heartwarming at the same time. Like, Hall can do magical things like restart a day if things don't go very well, and like summon reindeer at the last minute, and he is so sweet and fun. I absolutely love this book. It's one of my favorite books ever. I literally want to reread it right now that I'm telling you about it. Cannot recommend this enough. The perfect holiday rom-com. So cute and really unique. Okay, you guys, so those are some holiday rom-com recommendations. Let me know if you've read any of them down below in the comments, or if you plan to for Jingle Bellathon or for December. Let me know some of your favorites as well. Don't forget to check the description for lots of other holiday videos if you want to get in the festive spirit and kind of build your TBR. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.